Let's start off with fraction multiplication. So before that, we need to know the following topics. That is, we have to know what is HCF. We need to handle the signs first, and we need to know how to write an integer in fraction form. So I'll give an example over here on the right. 5 is an integer. How can I write this in fraction form? 5 by 1. Because again, if you divide anything with 1, you'll get back the same thing. So that's how you write an integer in fraction form. So one more example, negative 6 by nothing. So negative 6 can be written as negative 6 by 1. That is your fraction form. Okay. Now, steps to multiply. First is we need to handle the sign. We need to reduce the fraction in the simplest form. That's the second step. There are loads of variation. We'll be looking into that as well. Multiply the numerator and denominator. And to be sure, check again if the answer is in the simplest form. The final answer after multiplying or dividing, whatever it is, even addition also, we need to check if it is in simplest form. So let's start off with the first example. 5 by 10, 8 by 12. Is it in simplest form? Well, the HCF is 5 and 4 over here. So no, they are not in simplest form. So we have 5 divided by 5 and 10 divided by 5 into 8 divided by 4 and 12 divided by 4. So the first term will have 1 by 2 into 2 by, how much is this? 3. Right? See, we can't keep doing this, finding the HCF and so on and so forth. So instead of that, we can do this. Alternatively, we'll be doing this. Now onwards, we'll start doing this, because whatever we used to do till now, it's way too lengthy. So what are we looking at? Well, 5 by 10, 8 by 12. The HCF between 5 and 10 is 5. So what we can do is we can divide the numerator 5 by 5 mentally, that is 1, and 10 with 5, that is 2. 1 by 2 is your first ratio, and that's what we got over here as well. Then 4 and 12, 8 and 12, HCF is 4. So 4 2s are 4, 3s are, it is your new fraction. So we have 1 by 12 into 2 by 3. Right? So this is a shorter way of doing or handling your fractions. So 1 by 2 into 2 by 3, we need to multiply because now it's in simplest fraction form. So we just have to multiply. 1 by 2 into 2 by 3 will be 1 into 2 is 2, 2 into 3 is 6. Again, check if the answer is in simplest form. You can clearly see it's not. So what we can do here is we can again divide by whatever the HCF is. In this case, it's 2. So 2 divided by 2 is, let me show that, 2 divided by 2 is 1, 6 divided by 2 is 3. So your final answer is 1 by 3. It's not complicated, it's just that you're doing the HCF, finding the HCF, and also finding the common factor and then dividing. You're doing all of that in your head. That's all. Finding the HCF in your head, dividing in your head, and writing the answer on the paper. We'll do a few more questions so that you guys get confident. Now, I told you should handle sign. And whenever you see division and multiplication, you can handle the sign just by counting the negatives. So negative and negative, there are 2 negative. So 2 negative will lead to positive answer. So we can directly convert this question to this. A lot helpful when we have a lot of negative terms. It's a good trick to know. Again, this works in your multiplication and division of fractions and things like that, as in when you complete the syllabuses, right? Different chapters, you'll get to know how to handle numbers better. Okay, because I'll be talking about this a lot as in when we go through the syllabus. Now, moving on. So next step is check if they are in simplest form. Yes, there's nothing that I can do over here. So we are done. Just multiply the numerator and the denominator and we have the answer. That's it. Okay. Now the next question, we should handle the sign first. Overall the answer is negative, so the negative is placed well, so we need not bother. Next step is check if it's in the simplest form. This is and this 2 is. So yes, they are in simplest form, so your answer is negative. 5 3s are 15, 7 4s are 28. Is this in simplest form? Yes, 15 and 28 does not have anything in common, so that is in simplest form. Now we'll start off with case. Where is the common factor? So we'll start off with 2 by 4 and 3 by 6. So 2 by 4 we have HCF to be 2. So let me write the question first. 2 by 4 into 3 by 6. So we have 2 as your HCF for the first fraction. So we'll divide with 2 with both the numerator and denominator. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 3 by 6 we have 3 as your HCF. So we have 3 1s are 3 2s are. And so we have 1 by 2 as the first fraction, 1 by 2 as the second fraction, and 1 into 1 is 1, 2 into 2 is 4, and that is your answer for the first question. Is this in the simplest form? Yes. So we are done. Next we have a question wherein we have signs. So we have negative into negative is positive. That's the first thing that you have to do. Post that, we just have to check if there is anything that we can cancel. We can't, right? We can't cancel anything with 2 and 21 and 3 and 4. But what if I rearrange? Do you remember commutative law which I spoke about? Multiplication obeys commutative law. See, within the numerator and denominator, so the terms can exchange. What I mean is, I can write this question as 3 by 21 into 2 by 4 or 2 by 4 into 3 by 21. Here I'm just trying to shift the denominators or the numerators. In this case, the first case, I shifted numerator, and in second one I shifted the denominator. Within the numerator and denominator, we can shift the terms provided it's multiplication and division only. We can't do this with addition. Remember, addition, subtraction, we can't do it. Okay, I hope you're not messed up understanding this. Please understand this. You can shift terms within the numerator or the denominator, but not in between numerator and denominator. Between a numerator and numerator we can shift, denominator and denominator we can shift, but nowhere else. Okay. Next we have 2 by 4 and 3 by 21. Right? So HCF between 2 by 4 is 2. So 2 1s are 2 2s are. Right? Here 3 1s are 3 7s are. Okay. So all I am doing is 2 divided by 2, that is 1, 4 divided by 2, that is 2, 3 divided by 3, that is 1, and 21 divided by 3, that is 7. So we have 1 by 2 into 1 by 7. Let's check if it's true with this other one as well. Well, we have 3 as your HCF. So 3 by 3 is 1, 21 by 3 is 7. Here the HCF is 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1, 4 divided by 2 is 2. So 1 by 7 into 1 by 2, and that's the same thing over here. So 1 into 1 is 1, 2 into 7 is 14. Okay, and that is your answer. Next we have 4 by 6 into 1 by, sorry, not 1 by, negative 17 by 34. Is that in simplest form? Well, first is the sign. So we are looking at positive into negative, that is negative 4 by 6 into 17 by 34. Is this in the simplest form? Well, clearly not. 4 and 6 has 2 as its common factor. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2, that is 3. 17 and 34, common factor is 17. 17 divided by 17 is 1. 34 divided by 17 is 2. And this reduces to negative 2 by 3 into 1 by 2. That is negative 2 by 6. Right? Again, this is not in simplest form. I'm going to divide with 2. So 2 by 2 is 1. 6 by 2 is 3. And we have negative 1 by 3. Actually, you could have done this problem one more way, but I'll be showing that. Right? I'll be showing that in future. But if you are able to understand this, you're pretty much done with multiplication and division. There's a small thing which will help you do things faster. You need to learn that. There is no other way. You are in 9th and 10th grade or 11th or 12th, whatever the grade you are in. You need to know how to do this in a faster way. Right? So let's start off with the next set of questions. So we have second kind of common factor, and that happens to be over here. So I already introduced it to you once, but again I wanted to make sure that you guys understand. So I have a lot of questions. So let's start off with the first one. Negative 2 by 5 into 15 by negative 4. So again, within fractions, if you have 2 or even number of negatives, your final answer is positive. So positive 2 by 5 into 15 by 4 is your simplified form. Now look at if it's in simplest form. 2 and 5 are in simplest form, 15 and 4 are in simplest form. But as I told you, you can shift either the denominator or the numerator so that we can simplify it even a bit more. Even a bit more simplification will always help before we multiply or divide. So I'm going to shift. Okay, I'm just going to copy the numerator, that is 2 and 15, and I'm going to shift the denominator 5 and 4 to be 4 and 5. Nothing wrong in this. It's just commutative law being used in a weird way. So now can we cancel? Yes. 2 is your common factor. So 2 1s are 2 2s are, right? 5 is your common factor. 5 3s is 15. 5 1s is 5. So we have 1 by 2 into 3 by 1. Fraction multiplication has to do with multiplying the numerator and denominator. So 3 by 2. That's it. Right? Same thing again and again. Solution. So negative 3, negative 7, 22 by 9. So first thing is signs. Negative divided by negative is positive. 3 by 7 into 22 by 9. Now 3 and 7 co-prime, 29 by 9 co-prime. 3 and 9 not a co-prime, 7 and 21, well, they are co-prime. So we'll get your terms so that we can cancel. So I got 9 to the left, first subterm, and 7 to the second subterm. So again, we are not doing anything wrong. It's just your math. So 3 1s are 3 and 3 3s are 9. There's nothing to cancel over here. So we have your answer to be what? 1 into 22 is 22. 7 3s are 21, and that's your answer. Again, first is to handle sign. So let me copy the question first. Even number of positive terms, so we have even number of negative terms, so we have positive 3 by 5 into 11 by 6. So I told you guys to shift and all that. Well, you need not even do that. Okay, so what we can do here is we can cancel in this way. 3 1s are 3 2s are. This is also okay. Actually, this is what I would advise you guys should be doing. 5 and 11, nothing common. So we have 1 by 5 into 11 by 2, which is equal to 11 by 10. Again, we will get the same answer. If you shift or not, you will get the same answer. Okay, this is possible when you are looking at your multiplication and division of fractions. Please don't mess up this with your addition and subtraction. Okay, I'm warning you guys repeatedly, please don't do that. Please keep this in mind. Next question. As you can see, the number of steps are reducing as and when we learn more tricks. So negative and negative is positive. 4 by 9 into 18 by 5. So here 9 and 18 have 9 as the HCF. So 9 ones are 9, 2s are. So your question turns out to be 4 by 1 into 2 by 5, and 4 2s are 8, 1 5s is 5, and that is your answer. Okay, third kind of common factor. So let's see what is happening over here. So here we don't have to handle sign. Good. 5 by 20 into 4 by 9. But here we can see that 5 can divide 20. Let's do that. 5 ones are, 5 fours are. So let's copy that 1 by 4 into 4 by 9. But here again we have 4 and 4 in the numerator and denominator. Can we cancel this? Yes. If I had given this as your question, you guys would have cancelled, is it? Right? Is it not? If I had given the same question, you guys would have cancelled this. So 4 ones are, 4 ones are. So 1 by 1 into 1 by 9, which is nothing but 1 by 9 itself. Right? So this is the important stuff. That's why you call this as third kind of common factor. Basically, you can always do division with any numerator, with any denominator, how much ever time you need. You know, how many ever times you need that division to happen, it can happen. So remember this. Next question. So first thing is first, the signs. Negative into negative is positive. 7 by 42 into 3 by 4. So 7 can divide 42, is it not? 7 5s are 35, 7 6 are 42. 7 1s are 7, 7 6 are 42. So 1 by 6 into 3 by 4. This can be further reduced. So 3 1s are 3, 2s are 1 by 2 into 1 by 4, which is nothing but 1 by 8. Right? I'll just show you how I will be expecting you guys to do it in the future. So we have the question. It is 7 by 42, negative 3 by 4. So what I would be expecting is this. Negative into negative is positive. 7 1s are, 7 6 are, 3 1s are, 3 2s are, 1 into 1 is 1, 2 into 4 is 8. That's all. Right? Not many steps, but this is how you have to do it. Okay, I think this is the last variation wherein we have more than 2 fractions. I think there is few more set of questions. Let me have a look, but before that let us finish this. So we have 3 fractions over here. The first step is the sign. Well, the signs are given in such a way that there is nothing to bother over here. Now the cancellation part. So for that, reducing the fraction is our job, simplifying it. So let's start with the simplification. Well, we have 2 1s are, 2 1s are, 3 1s are, 3 2s are. Then we have 5 1s are, 5 3s are. Okay, so in the numerator we have 1 into 3 into 1, that is 3. Denominator we have 1 into 2 into 1, that is 2. This is how you guys have to do it. negative 4 by 9 into 21 by 8 into negative 18 by 7. Negative into negative is positive. 4 by 9 into 21 by 8 into 18 by 7. So now, what all can we cancel? Well, 4 can cancel 8. 4 ones are 4, 2s are. 18 can get cancelled by 9. 9 ones are 9, 2s are. 7 can cancel 21. 7 ones are 7, 3s are. So we have 1 by 1 into 3 by 2 into 2 by 1. So if I had given this as your question, you guys would have cancelled 2 and 2. Right? So this is 3 by 1, which is nothing but 3. Right? Okay? So let me check if you have more questions. Last 3 questions. Same thing again and again. But yes, whatever it is, we need to finish all the variations. So 3 by 15 into 15. So the case is integer. When we have integer, what to do? See, the first thing is again signs. So here there's nothing to do. So we'll start off with 3 by 15 into 15. So 15 can be written as what? 15 by 1. Why? I told you integers can be written as fraction by just dividing with 1. Okay. Now it is as usual, whatever you guys did till now, it's the same thing. So let's see if anything can divide anything. Well, 3 can divide 15, but 15 can divide 15. That will be much easier to handle. So 3 ones are 3 divided by 1, 1 divided by 1, that is 1. Okay. The next question is to do with minus 34 by negative 11. First thing is sign. Negative divided by negative is positive. Then just copy the question. Here, can I cancel anything? Well, I can't. All I have to do is, in this case, all I have to do is just multiply the numerator and the denominator, and we got the answer. Last question. Please pause and try it out. Negative 55, 6 by negative 11 into 4 by negative 3. So we are looking at 3 negatives over here. So we have a negative as the answer. 55 into 6 by 11 into 4 by 3. See, all the negative disappeared from everywhere else. Right? That's how you can handle signs, and it will make maths a lot easier. So let's see if I can divide something. Clearly, I can divide 55 and 11. So before that, let me write this as 55 by 1. So 11 ones are 11, 5s are, 3 ones are 3, 2s are, and now we have nothing in the denominator, all are ones, just the numerator multiplication. 5 2s are 10, 40, negative 40. Okay. If you felt that I did fast, well, you need to do this fast. Improve on your basics, learn your tables, and such numbers, however complicated they look, you can make it simple by using your HCF and LCM. Understand that this can be done only in multiplication and division, not in your addition and subtraction. I'm talking about inter-term cancellation. Within a fraction, if you're trying to cancel something, that's okay. That is the simplest form, which we have learned as an exclusive topic. So don't mix up things, and please stick to your basics, learn your basics good, and you will be okay, right? I'll see you in the next set of tests and videos.